I misplaced my evil eye necklace. I must not have clasped it all the way. It's around here somewhere. Whatever, I got other things, so that was just something I added on top of my protection. My protection's like this. I'm like a stronghold. I'm like a fortress of protection. You remember, Captain Planet, he's a hero, gonna take evil forces down to zero. I mean, he says pollution, but pollution too. But here on Spirit News, hello. Sorry, I got distracted. You know, neurodivergency at its finest. My name is Patience. I am your high sensitive, psychic intuitive host of Spirit News on Spotify, where we teach you about your non-physicalness with my very own spirit team, the Guild of the Golden Triangle. I love you so much, collective. I am so grateful for you. I am so happy to be of service. I could not be more in my North Node than I am 2:02 on the clock. I'm in my North Node so hard that I cannot wait every day to do a reading for you guys, to do psychic development, to help you guys understand yourselves as I learn in real time how to understand myself through the help of my spirit guides. It's so beautiful. God is so good. I can't even believe how magical life is, and everything always works out for us. Speak abundantly. Say how awesome you are. I am so pretty right now. My skin's glowing. I feel like $1,000,000. Okay. Now, we have another Spirit Speaks. Spirit was like, get to work. It's time. I was like, okay, no problem. So they, okay, can I just say that Spirit says Hannah so many times. I had to stop taking screenshots of it because I just know it'll come up all the time, 3 o'clock. They bring up Hannah in multiple situations. The one that comes up the most, I try to gather it. Hannah, traumatic, uncertain. Okay? I asked Spirit to show me some songs to help me understand Hannah. Okay? There's something that we need to bring to the surface. So, Oracle number 36 clocking in from the High Divine Order and Spiritual Court. Hear ye 333. Ah! I love Spirit. Spirit, you're the best. I love you so much. Also, thank you so much for all your likes, comments, and subscribes, and all the kind words. I've literally never gotten a bad comment, or at least not one that I thought was bad. And I just want to say thank you for that. I'm really, really grateful. It is so nice to be well received, especially since I do experience a lot of discrimination because of my psychic gift. It's often categorized as bipolar for some reason. I'm not bipolar. I don't have anything of that sort. Not to knock people who do. I just consider anyone who has any kind of distortion of mental ability is just a distortion in the field. It's not anything that you can't get back to homeostasis with by clearing your field. And we teach you that on Spirit News, okay? So it's not a knock on people who do experience bipolar, but I myself, I've never taken medication. I don't take medication. I've never been to the counselor. I've always been emotionally intelligent because of my psychicness, because of my ability to always be able to have a higher perspective. I've always viewed everyone as a child since I was a child, and what I mean by that is that I'm able to see people's emotional distortions before they can, and I often treat them from that space. So if anyone's ever encountered me, you know that I'm a kind person, and I will always, always, always 100% without a doubt treat you from a healing place, a place where I can see more than what you can see, because people often don't understand that they operate in their low emotions. And so I'm often different than a lot of people because of my psychic gift, and I am discriminated against as having bipolar because I'm able to feel my emotions. I can go from crying 1 minute because I feel someone's emotion or I'm processing emotion to going to normal right away, and that's not bipolar. That's just an ability to understand your emotions and let it flow through you. And that is not a disability. That's actually what you're supposed to do. People who often don't feel their emotions, who push them down and don't understand that you need to let it pass through, will often discriminate against people who are emotionally intelligent, that are able to allow themselves to feel an emotion to let it pass through. They'll consider that emotionally unstable, but actually it's opposite. Your ability, the more ability you have to allow an emotion to pass through your body, mind, and soul, will actually make you a more balanced person. The more you repress your emotions and push them down and don't allow yourself to pass them or feel them, is when it starts to distort your field. So I just wanted to clear that up for you. Okay, you're welcome. Okay, so I got Hannah, traumatic, uncertain. So the first song they showed me was Russ, What They Want, which I love that song. Russ, you want to make a song with your girl with a psychic? I got you, boo. I got you. I'm there for you. I'll be that girl for you, okay? So it was What They Want. And I got a chick I call her Lola. She feel like the ocean, likes to drink and smoke the Doja. I feel like smoking, plus she good at charming cobras. I feel like I'm chosen, but she ain't the only one. Okay, so I got a chick. I call her Lola. Now I know Lola, there's that movie Lola about an underage girl that an older man falls in love with, and it's like it's from the perspective of the man. I just got a confirmation. It's from the perspective of the older man, and he perceives the girl as purposely seducing him, but really in reality she's just being a child, you know. She's just being a girl, a teenage girl seeking attention, not really understanding the dynamics of her actions or the consequences, you know. And so she, in that movie, she's underage. So I'm not saying Lola's underage. I'm just saying for the context of the message Spirit's giving us, it might have something to do with it. So I'm going to put underage right here, okay? So got a chick, and again, I'm not saying Russ messes with underage girls. I'm not saying that at all. I'm just saying for the message, okay? Got a chick, I call her Lola. She feels like the ocean. She likes to drink and smoke Doja, so an underage person drinking, doing drugs, okay? Plus, she's good at charming cobras. Charming and cobras both are references to magic, okay? And I feel like I'm chosen, which is such a funny choice of, oh, sorry, I have spirit burps. Come through, Spirit. That means Spirit's here. Spirit's always here, but my body is acclimating. I feel like I am chosen. And I just immediately think of the chosen ones, and I hate using that term because it separates people, but it's not that they're chosen ones. It's just that there's people who can get their frequency to 144,000 hertz, which is the God code. Okay, it's a God frequency. So I think that this girl could possibly identify with being chosen, this underage girl, so with magic and being chosen, but I'm not sure. I'm just saying it for the data, okay? But she ain't the only one. So it could also refer to someone who's playing a young girl, a player playing a young girl and her emotions. Could possibly be using magic, okay? But she ain't the only one. Got a chick, I call her Katia. She be acting bougie. Then she came through and taught me off. Now she's just a groupie. Got the aura of the mafia. Her friends wish they knew me, but they ain't the only ones. What they want, what they want, what they want. Dollar signs, yeah, I know just what they want. What they want, what they want, what they want. Yeah, y'all ain't fooling me at all. So this person is all about the money, okay? She could be potentially like very bougie, high maintenance, She could smoke and drink. Something about her friends and the mafia. She could possibly have family that has mafia ties, so it gives her a sense of entitlement, maybe just like a spoiled brat kind of thing. Okay. And then and then the second song was La Fine Quip Tiramisu Frace. You got a thing about you, I just can't live without you. I really want you near me, your looks intoxicate me, even though your folks hate me. There's no one like you, really. You got a thing about you, I just can't live without you. I think you're really groovy. Let's go out to a movie. What do you say? Now, can we? They'll turn the lights down. They'll turn the lights way down low. We won't watch the show. I think I love you. Do you love me? It kind of sounds like a player playing a young girl, saying like, "Oh, you're so pretty. Oh, you're so pretty. You know, you're the prettiest girl I've ever met before. Would you want to go to a movie with me? I think that you're really groovy." You know, like by an older man. Like, who says groovy? You know, it kind of feels like an older man seducing a young girl. That's what it feels like, okay? So there's that. Let's continue to unravel the mystery of Hannah, traumatic, uncertain, okay? Let's do, just focus. We'll do focus, okay? Thank you, Smoke. Thank you, Smoke. Thank you, Smoke. Thank you so much, Spirit, for being with us. Please tell us more about Hannah. Thank you. Let's see. When we know Jesus, we are allowed to be tired, but we are not being honest with ourselves if we pretend that we don't know where to go to be refreshed. Attending church weekly, going to small group, and listening to podcasts are all great things, but they were never intended to replace the real thing, time with Jesus. He offers refreshment that is far past our physical state. It seeps into the chambers of our heart and pulls us out of those old routines. It transforms our perspective, gives us wisdom in relationships, and simply reminds our heart that we are loved. When we refresh ourselves in Jesus, we stop placing the expectations on our other relationships to quench our thirst as only He can. He also becomes incredibly refreshing to be around when we have been renewed in Him. We need this living water every day in order to activate the God-given gifts and dreams inside of us. The spray from the water hose no longer works. Let's sit with Him and be refreshed to run our race well. Wake up every morning this week and ask God to refresh your soul before you start your day. Hannah ran a race well and refreshed themselves every day. And what used to work no longer works anymore. God-given gifts inside of dream states were activated every day. She needs Him to renew her and refresh her to become she'll become incredibly thirsty and not able to quench her relationships or expectations. She stopped placing her heart with love and replaced her relationships and her perspective with a routine that transformed her relationships and her heart into chambers of deep emotional past trauma or states intended to replace God or Jesus with a podcast or small group, attending a small group to be refreshed, but she didn't know where to go after that, so she pretended to be someone else. Instead of being honest with herself, she tried to allow it to happen, but others thought her abilities provided them with refreshment. Huh. What? So this person, oh God, this person this person had God-given gifts. Possibly she could have been a psychic, but or she was pretending to be. And she may have made a podcast or a small group or some kind of social platform that people attended weekly. But she never intended to, I think the podcast is possibly about God or something, or being chosen or something. Something about being chosen. But she didn't do it. She didn't do it for God. She did it for a man or something, or to be. She did it to get attention. She did it for a man, and she did it to get attention because she was thirsty. It says incredibly thirsty to quench her refreshment. She had expectations placed on her that were heavy on her heart and required her to have wisdom. And she created a routine that she couldn't keep up with. She tried to create a routine, but it didn't work. I don't know, she didn't have the perspective. Probably because she wasn't actually coming, probably because she didn't actually want to be of service. Her podcast is about something good, like something like godly, like to be of service, something about being chosen. Interesting. But she was pretending. She wasn't what she said to be, and she got tired. And she's not being honest with herself. She's not able to refresh herself because it says that we need this living water every day in order to activate the God-given gifts and dreams inside of us. The spray from the water hose no longer works. Let's sit with him and be refreshed. So this person is getting tired of, and I'm talking about physically and mentally and spiritually, due to the expectations placed on her, because I think whatever she's pretending to do that she wasn't honest with herself about is actually harder than she thought. And she doesn't know how to, since she's not coming from an actual place in her heart of wanting to do it, she doesn't get her wellspring refreshed by God. I know myself, after I do, oh, hi, honey. Welcome back. Welcome back. Thanks for coming. Jacoby. I want to say Jacoby and Myers. Are you a lawyer? Just kidding. So this person, it also says that this person has been, it says old routines, pulls us out of old routines. So I think this person is stuck in the past, because it also says the far past in a physical state. This person can't refresh themselves because they don't know how to pull themselves out of past trauma. It's seeping into the chambers of their heart and pulls them out of routine. it's transforming their perspective and giving them the wisdom that they were lying to themselves. They weren't being honest with themselves. They were pretending to be something they're not. And because of that, because whatever they took on was not for them, they don't find joy in it. And when you don't find joy in something, it's harder to do. And that's what Spirit has taught me, and how you find your North Node and your soul's purpose is that you follow what feels good. If you're, I want to say this person may have copied, I want to say that. I don't know why, I don't have that on here, but they may have copied someone who's doing a podcast or something like that. And maybe, because this says, you got a thing about you, and I just can't live without you. I really want you near me. This person may be obsessed with somebody who's chosen, I think, or who's a divine being, or who's of service, a healer, a light worker, something like that. This person may have a weird obsession with somebody who's chosen, and they may have created something that this chosen person created that has God-given gifts. And whatever, we'll know more in a second. That's interesting. Okay. All right. Thank you. What else? What else? Where am I going? Where am I going? Let's do... I don't know. This one's calling me. Light from an uncommon star. Okay, let's see. Perhaps it's best to discuss this when we return. That had been an hour ago. Lan kept looking, hoping, but nothing. There were still many posts about the festival and how wonderful the violinists especially were. Posts, see? More selfies. There's posts, selfies. Yeah, it's some kind of social platform, or something where she has like a blog or a vlog, something like that. And then there were tweets about a fire in a temple city, that the house of one of the festival staff, the MC, had burned to the ground, but nothing about donuts. Finally, she noticed one post, a TikTok from a young Toishan family. They had strolled by the park after the festival and said they were so lucky because the cleanup crew gave them the entire box of donuts, as no one else wanted to take them. Marcus and Auntie Floresta returned to Stargate, and reported to the control center. One look from Auntie Floresta told Lan everything. Yes, Temple City had paid in advance. Yes, they made money, but there was no denying that the night had been a failure. So she was given some kind of money advance for something on TikTok or something. She noticed a post from someone on TikTok of someone who was strolling in the park and said they were so lucky because the cleanup crew gave them an entire box of donuts. Now we have to think of this symbolically or metaphorically, okay? So if I'm reading the energy, I think this person may have... I'm just going to say it for the data. I don't know if it's true, okay? But I'm going to say it. I think they may have come across another content creator, and the content creator... it may have had something to do with God or like spirit or something, or manifestation, something like that, because this person says lucky and they got an entire box of donuts. So maybe she came across someone who has a TikTok that's a good manifester, or looks lucky, or does something like that. And she may have stolen her content. I don't know if it's a her or a guy, But someone on TikTok, a content creator, it says TikTok, right here, it says TikTok. They may have stolen content and got paid in advance for it. Yes, they made money, but there was no denying that the night had been a failure. And the focus book said that she couldn't, that she was tired. And I said it felt like she took on more than she could chew. I think this person may have stolen someone's content and actually made money off of it, like got an advance on it, but now they can't create the content. Traumatic uncertain because it was never theirs to begin with. What? Oh my gosh. What are you thinking? Why would you do that? That is so wrong. You don't do that. That content creator probably worked really hard to do that. They probably have a lot of experience, like life experience or something. I mean, for them to, I don't know. I mean, that's just what I shouldn't speak about, like, how I feel yet, but that's what I'm getting. Okay, thank you so much. Thank you so much, Spirit. Okay, what else? So we know the girl who took on more than she could chew because she wasn't being honest with herself about who she is and what she can do. It seems like she stole somebody's content and may have gotten a cash advance for it. And now she's having a hard time producing content because it was never hers to begin with. Let's do some cards, okay? Let's do... Oh my gosh, I hate when I can't think of what cards I want to do. Let me see. Okay, we'll do these ones. Alright, thank you so much, Spirit, for being with us. Please tell us some more about Hannah, who has stolen content and has gotten a cash advance for it and now cannot create the content that she's stolen because it was never hers to begin with. Alright, please, Spirit, tell us what you want us to know. How can we help? Thank you so much. Wow. Whew. Alright, let's see. Oh, I can feel her tiredness. There's something else wrong with her, though. There's something else going on here because I can feel, if I could just read the energy with my body, I feel like I'm drunk. I mean, I don't feel like drunk, but I can feel and I can taste the taste of alcohol. I hate that freaking taste. I am allergic to alcohol. I don't drink alcohol. I don't do drugs. I don't even smoke weed anymore because I want to be a clear vessel for the messages for you guys. But I can taste, it feels like I'm on a stimulant and drinking. Oh, I don't like it. All right, everybody answers, which means I take that card. Here, I'll show you. I'll take that card as somebody who's talking, like gossip. Okay, everybody answers. What is the worst purchase you have ever made? What is the worst purchase you've ever made? Have you ever made a sex tape? What's the naughtiest thing you've done in public? What story from your life comes to mind when you hear forgiveness? So this person, oh my God, this person could have possibly stolen someone's sex tape? This person could have possibly stolen someone's sex tape and maybe actually made money off of it. Or something. What's the worst purchase you have ever made? Huh. So they've made a sex tape, they've purchased something they regret highly, they've done something in public that they regret, and they're at a point in their life where they want to ask for someone's forgiveness. What? What did this person do? Spirit, what the hell? Let's look in the Bible. Spirit, please tell us in the Bible what is going on here. A holy portion. When you apportion the land heritage, you shall set apart a holy portion for the Lord, holier than the rest of the land. 25,000 cubits long and 20,000 cubits wide. The entire area shall be holy. Of this land, a square plot 500 by 500 cubits shall be assigned to the sanctuary. This is priests, Ezekiel priests. Priests? This shall be the sacred part of the land belonging to the priests, the ministers, and the sanctuary. Who draw near to minister to the Lord, it shall be a place for their homes and an area set apart for the sanctuary. There shall also be a strip, the ministers of the temple, so they have cities to live in. You shall assign a strip 5,000 cubits, 25,000 long. Is this all the money she's making? I don't understand. This shall belong to the whole house of Israel. A section shall belong to the prince, bordering both sides of the sacred tract, extending westward on the eastward. I think. What? Put away violence and oppression, and do what is just and right. Stop evicting my people, oracle of the Lord God. This shall be his property in Israel, so that my princes will no longer oppress my people, but will live to the land house of Israel according to its tribes. What? Holy portion. I think this person is pretending to be psychic or an oracle or something, and she's actually stealing people's money for it. I think this person is stealing another content creator, another oracle's like clients or something. But she's not even psychic. She's not even chosen. The song said she thinks she's chosen, but she ain't the only one. Oh my gosh, this person's pretending to be a chosen one. I'm sorry, I don't mean to laugh, but it's like, this is why you need to learn energy. This is why we teach you energy on Spirit News, because you can feel when somebody is chosen. It's literally a vibration. It's undeniable. There's no one that there's not a lot of them. And that's why you can feel the difference. Like, I'm not tooting my own horn, but I have cleared my field to 144,000 hertz, which would make me chosen. I hate that term. Anyone can be chosen if you clear your field. We teach you that on Spirit News. But, so this person, the worst purchase someone made is the person who, I don't know, there's like, it feels like both. It feels like they got a cash advance from maybe like, I don't know, like a business or something, but they also are streaming in clients that require actual help from an oracle, from one of God's chosen prophets who has a direct line of dialect to God. That is what the chosen are, and that's why you can feel when somebody has a clear field. It feels like pure love. People get addicted to being around them. People often, it's a thing. You gotta look it up. Well, you can look it up, but it's an energy. And this person is making sex tapes and they're doing crazy things in public, and they're far from chosen. They should not 100%. That is irresponsible. That's completely irresponsible of you, energetically, morally. These people are actually looking for help, and you are taking their money from them, and you're not even giving them the help they need. Who knows what you're telling them? What are you telling these people that need honest help from someone who's a direct line to God? You can't do this. Can you pray for me, please? My heart has been broken. I've lost everything. Yes, of course. I ask that you are able to clear your field enough to gain clarity for your situation, and that you know that all trials and tribulations are for your highest good, so you can understand yourself. You take those times you're going through and you see where it is in your moment where you could have done something different. Okay, I'm sorry to hear you're going through a hard time, but just know that all hard times are to help you know what you want and what you don't want. Okay. Wow, this person is something else. Okay, she feels young. She feels young. She feels young, dumb, and naive. You know, just. I mean, it said in the mafia, so if her family is in the mafia, then I know that she grew up thinking money's everything. You do anything to get the money, so, you know, she grew up that way. That's kind of sad, and we got to be mindful that people grow up certain ways. Their family teaches them certain bad habits from unhealed places, and everybody deserves to have a chance to heal. Everybody. So let's see how we can help her get a higher perspective of her linear view, okay? Because she clearly was misguided and she didn't understand the mission. She didn't understand what it takes to be an oracle. It really does take a lot. It takes a lot of healing to be an oracle. You have to get yourself to a place of healing that is really hard to get to, and that's why there's only one Jesus. Jesus is a chosen one, and in his time there was only one Jesus, because that's how hard it was back then to get your field clear. But it doesn't mean that you can't get it clear. Ameliorate. To make better, to improve. The doctor was able to ameliorate the patient's suffering using painkillers. Amend, better, improve, pacify, upgrade. What is the worst purchase you have ever made? So she purchased something to upgrade her abilities. She did something to try to upgrade her abilities. What would you purchase? Maybe she does drugs to this says the doctor was able to ameliorate the patient's suffering using painkillers, to make better, to improve. Maybe she does drugs and then does psychic readings or something. I don't know. No, I can't, honey. I'm doing this now. If you want a reading, you can email me, patiencewithspirit@gmail.com, okay? I'd love to do that for you, but I can't do it right now, okay, honey? Thank you. Love you. Right now I'm doing God's work. I'm clocking in as Oracle number 36. We're in the divine court right now, because this person did something that Spirit wants us to shed light on. She did something in the dark, so we got to shed light on it. Oblique, indirect or evasive, misleading, devious. Yeah, I'd say so. Usually open and friendly, Ronaldo has been behaving in a curiously oblique manner lately. Slanted, glancing, evasive, indirect, misleading, devious. This person may have, they purchased something to enhance or improve their ability to be psychic or maybe she's doing tarot, maybe she's doing, I don't know, she stole someone's content or services or something like that. But she's not chosen. Okay, she's not an oracle, she's not psychic, okay? And now under have you ever made a sex tape, she's being indirect or evasive, misleading and devious. She's usually open and friendly, but lately she's indirect, evasive, and misleading, devious. I'm gonna say it for the dad. I don't know if it's true, but I think she may, because she was too proud to admit that she stole somebody's content. She thinks she thought it'd be easy, that it'd be easy money, how hard could it be? Because she couldn't, oh my God, because she couldn't unfuck herself from the situation. She may have made a sex tape, and she may have, I don't know, or she took somebody else's sex tape to make money off of it or something, because she had a cash advance for something, and she probably spent all the money and didn't have any, I don't know, something like that. I think it's both. I think she has made sex tapes, but I also think she could have taken someone else's sex tape somehow. I don't know how. And made it her own, being misleading, devious, you know? Either you have a book titled Chronicles of Jacoby or The Spirits Working Overtime. I'm looking at my phone. I'm pranked. I'm getting pranked. I'm not joking. This is amazing. I'm glad you two are connecting energetically. That's what we do here at Spirit News. All right. What else? What's the naughtiest thing you've done in public? Aesthetic. Concerning the appreciation of beauty. The aesthetic movement regarding the pursuit of beauty as only the true purpose of art. What's the naughtiest thing you've done in public? There's something she did in public that had to do with her beauty? What? What is happening? Alright, let me see. Let me read this. Well, let me draw one more. What story from your life comes to mind when you hear forgiveness? Okay, let me draw one more and then I'll read it. Thank you so much, Spirit, for coming through. Please help me understand the messages you're trying to send. Paradox. Oh, a paradox. Paradox. A contradiction or dilemma. It's a paradox that those most in need of medical attention are often those least able to obtain it. What? So this person obtained attention, often obtained attention in need, in ambiguity, incongruity. The light's shining on my cards, I can't read them. Okay, so this person created a dilemma by obtaining medical attention that often was incongruent or a contradiction to their mind and life when it comes to their story of being beauty, the true purpose of art, and the beauty and the pursuit of beauty regarding her aesthetic and appreciation of beauty concerning the public, and may have done something naughty to may have done something naughty that was devious and misleading and pretended to be behaving curiously in a curious manner, to be open and friendly but be devious and misleading, and made a sex tape to improve or make better the suffering through painkillers, and purchased this, and it was the worst purchase they ever made. Oh God. Oh my God. I'm not trying to laugh, but man, that's a doozy. Okay, so this person stole somebody's content that they thought would be easy to steal, to make money off of, never intending to actually help people, because the content they stole was actually, hey Boyer, the content they stole was actually to be of service, possibly a chosen one or an oracle of or something, and and to and they were pretending to be divine. Okay, they were pretending to be divine. They were misleading and devious about their beauty. They were a contradiction. They created a dilemma, a paradox, because they're not divine. They make sex tapes, they do naughty things in public, and they may have given themselves or created a drug addiction, actually, and maybe even a sex addiction, because they were trying to pacify or improve something that wasn't meant for them, that they stole, because they couldn't they were getting tired of making the content because they weren't passionate about it. And so, but they got some kind of cash advance from something, I don't know yet. They got a cash advance for this content that they stole, and they were misleading people by pretending to be divine, but it was a paradox. It was a contradiction to who they really are, an incongruity, because really they're attempting to look like they appreciate beauty, that they're some perfect divine being, but that isn't something that you can pretend. That's an energy. You cannot pretend to be divine and make a sex tape at the same time. It's a contradiction. It's a paradox. They're two different vibrations. And so they decided to improve them, to make them better, to upgrade them. They may have started purchasing maybe some kind of drug, or I don't know what kind of drug, or they started drinking. But I think this person's young. I think this is a young person. And so at a young age, they inadvertently, to try to keep up with this facade that they were, this fake life that they're creating for themselves, they accidentally gave themselves addictions at a young age. What's the worst purchase they've ever made? Oh, honey. Oh. That's so sad. Mar. To damage, to, or deface, to spoil. Telephone poles mar the natural beauty of the countryside. Blemish, disfigure, impair, injure, scar. Spirit's mad at this person. God is mad at this person for tarnishing, because they actually stole from an actual divine being and tarnished their reputation and tarnished the hard work that they had done, because whatever content they stole, someone sought them out and actually gave some kind of business deal. They may have gotten a cash advance, but because they couldn't keep up with the content, they're over here doing drugs and making sex tapes. I just got a confirmation with a notification. So they blemished, disfigured, and impaired, injured, and scarred an actual divine being's hard work, who actually wants to be of service, who actually works so hard and has gone through so much suffering to get to the point where they're at, that they stole and ruined their whole platform. That's cold, girl. That's real cold. Ice cold. That is so irresponsible. Wow. I am really disappointed in you. 1. Sickly pale. The sick child had a wan face in contrast to her rosy-cheeked sister. Under, have you ever made a sex tape? Indirect, evasive, misleading. Yeah, this person, compared to the actual person who they stole the content from, this person is far from divine. If you put a divine being next to someone who's a very low vibrational, you will be able to feel and see the difference between them. Martinet. I still want to stand by that this person could be your sister or something. It says sister. It could possibly be a relative or a sibling. But they could have possibly stolen your sex tape collective and made money off of it. Martinet. Strict disciplinarian. Under, what's the naughtiest thing you've ever done in public? Strict disciplinarian, one who rigidly follows rules. A complete martinet. The official insisted that Pete fill out all the forms again, even though he was already familiar with his case. A dictator, stickler, a tyrant. This person is a nightmare. They're like mafia or something. They're money hungry. They have sex addictions, drug addictions. They do weird things in public, strange things for some change. They pretend to be a divine being, but really they're sickly pale. Ashen, sickly. They could possibly be sick, like actually sick. And whatever they did, it ruined your reputation. It ruined any hard work you did. It disfigured it. It impaired it because they couldn't keep up with the demand of your clientele or people who actually wanted messages from their spirit guides or whatever they did. Something with God, something of service, something about being chosen, about being divine. Which everybody can be divine. Everybody can be divine. You just have to clear your field. It's not just certain people. You have to choose to clear your field. And we teach you that on Spirit News. Oh, yeah. Salient. Prominent of notable significance. His most salient characteristic is his tendency to dominate every conversation. Marked, noticeable, outstanding. Yeah, which is a complete paradox because this person, and this is under what story from your life comes to mind when you hear forgiveness? Yeah, collective, you're going to have to find it in your heart to forgive this person who stole your content, stole your sex tape, made money with it, is a complete contradiction and paradox. They stole your shit because they wanted to be prominent and of notable significance. They wanted the clout, bro. They just wanted the fame and the fortune of being a whatever content creator. They had no intention of or no idea of how much work actually goes into it. They were like, I can see it now. I can see it now in my head. Spirit's showing me someone who's like, I can do that. That's not hard. What, she thinks she's so good? What, it's like, it's ridiculous, honestly. And now I want to know more about why she's so tired, and she could possibly be sick. Let's see. Let's do these ones. Okay. Oh, damn. Is wearing a jetpack and may be able to escape the trolley, but there's a 20% chance the jetpack will explode. Is wearing a jetpack and may be able to escape the trolley. A jetpack. Is wearing something explosive? I think this is more of a metaphor of their mental state. They could possibly be in some kind of explosive mental state. They may be blowing up at people or getting very angry, because this also says, where was it? Where is it? I thought there was something about, oh yeah, the sick child, what is it, Juan? They might be Juan sick in some way, sick mentally, sickly, a tyrant. It also says strict disciplinarian, one who rigidly follows rules, a dictator, a tyrant. I think this person could have some major anger issues, could be exploding at people at this moment. What's the naughtiest thing you've ever done in public? How about blow up on someone and have a full-on attack on them? Literally drenched in Axe body spray. This person's probably very smelly and sick. I think this person may be very sick and smelly and emotionally volatile. Why? Why are they emotionally volatile? Why are they sick and smelly and emotionally volatile? And they possibly will solve world hunger in the next 3 years. They could possibly be having problems eating as well. Is spreading really nasty rumors about you. So not only did they steal your content collective and ruin your reputation, they're gonna also spread nasty rumors about you too. Just to if that's under what story comes to your what story from your life comes to mind when you hear forgiveness? Yeah, because this person took your creation, pretended to be you, essentially, stole money from you, stole clients, and then gave them shitty readings, so probably ruined all your clients, and then spread nasty rumors about you so everyone would think that you suck and that they're awesome. Will do anything for you if you save them. Oh, now they want your help. Now they need your help, collective. You're a divine being who created content to help people, and they stole all your clients, ruined your reputation, and now they need your help because they're sick. Why are they sick? Why are they sick? Spirit, thank you so much for being here with us. I'm so grateful to bring messages forward. And just kidnapped your family of 4. Probably not literally, but they probably spread rumors to your family about you and got them to gang up against you so that you wouldn't have family or friends. They probably told everybody lies about you so they could steal your content and you would never know. Is literally always turned on. I told you this person has a sex addiction. They got a sex addiction and a drug addiction stealing your content because they couldn't keep up with it. And so they had to find a way to keep up with it. So they decided to start doing drugs. But then they needed more money because they got a cash advance and they probably spent it all. But they couldn't make money off your readings because they didn't know how to do it. Because they're not an oracle. They're not divine. So they started making sex tapes. They could have possibly took your sex tape also and made money off of it. Is literally the devil. Okay. Okay then. Well, sounds pretty devilish to me. Okay. I think, and this song that we did, which I don't know where my book is now. Oh, it's right here. The song in the Russ song said she's a snake charmer. So she's probably cobra, charming cobras. So she's probably I don't know. I don't see anything about magic, but I wouldn't be surprised. All right, what's the time at? Man, this one flew by. It's already been an hour. What the hell have I been doing? Damn. Can you read that again about the jetpack? Is wearing a jetpack and may be able to escape the trolley, but there's a 20% chance the jetpack will explode. I think it's just more of a metaphor of her explosive temper. Or it could be a reference to gas. I don't know. That one's kind of hard. That one's kind of hard to read. You have to think of it more in a symbology, not literal. You know. Thank you so much, Spirit. Can you please tell me why she's the devil? I mean, other than what she did, but why is she sick? Madame Curie, French chemist and physicist who won the Nobel Prize for her work on radiation. I think that's the jetpack. I think this person, a Curie is a unit of radioactivity. I think this person might explode or something, or it might not be literal. She just might be radioactive in her whole energy, you know? Her energy is probably so low that it's literally like being radioactive. But it does say something about a chemist and a physicist and a jetpack. So she could possibly be, I'm just going to say for the data, I don't know if it's true. I'm just going to say what I see in my head. But I think she could be like making drugs in the basement or something. Like mixing things together or something. And this says, and it's under, is literally always turned on. And I know that because my mom, I had family who used to do, or they still do it, some drugs that make you really horny. So, what's the worst purchase you've ever made? Crystal meth. This person does crystal meth. And I think they make it or something in their basement. They could possibly blow up making a batch. Okay, Michael Jordan. 1963 American professional basketball legend led Chicago to 6 world championships. No bull. I think this no bull, Spirit says. No bullshit. This person I think is gonna blow themselves up. Pigs. Domesticated mammal of the swine family. That's all, folks. Oh my god, I think this person's gonna freaking blow up. Something about the jetpack caught my attention. Well, good thing we went back to it because it went over my head, but I think Spirit's trying to say that this person might mix drugs in their basement or something. Miles Davis, innovative, influential, and respected American jazz trumpet player and band leader. This person could possibly even be in a band of some kind and play an instrument or something. Innovative and influential and respected. Huh. I don't know. Sleepless in Seattle. Yeah, this person's gonna be night-night soon because of all the shit they've done. I wish it would, Spirit, can you please tell me why they're sick? I need to know what they're sick, why they're sick. What could I do to find out why they're sick? I don't know, I don't really have anything. Let me see, I'm gonna pick a, okay, let's see. Why are they sick? Thank you so much, Spirit, for being with us. Please tell me why she's sick. Everyone over the age of 40. Because she has sex with everyone? Oh, she could possibly have an STD or something. She looks really worried. Everyone over the age of 40 is on top of the have you ever made a sex tape card. I think this person may have had sex with too many people. Batman issue #1 in mint condition for money. A ruthless and deadly hitman. This person was like Batman, but like not in a good way. What's the bad Batman called? Isn't there like a bad Batman? It's like Berserker or something. Oh no, that's Superman. Hmm. So this person's a ruthless and deadly hitman? What? Spirit, please clear the air of anything that is not for our highest good, trying to mess up my reading. Please clear any energy that is not my own, that is not meant to be here, I do not want it here. Please protect us from any harm and dangers that may come to us physically, mentally, spiritually, emotionally. Thank you so much. Yeah, I don't think, okay. Alright. Spirit says it's not important. They want us to focus on the fact that they pretended to be a divine being. And they did it for money, they did it for the clout. And they're the complete paradox and a contradiction of what being divine is. They totally ruined your reputation and stole money from you. And that now they are sick because they've done horrible things to try to keep this a secret from you. So Spirit doesn't want us to focus on anything else than that, because that's really what they care about, that they did that. So let's look and see how she can unfuck herself, okay? Let's see if we can help her unfuck herself. Spirit, do you have any advice for how this person can unfuck themselves? I got April 15th, Monday, 2024. Why would you spend a lifetime looking for confidence or passion or love when these expressions already exist deep within you? With all of the majesty and power of the oceans. Oh, and then it said she feels like the ocean and the mighty span and magnitude of an endless mountain range. Oh, so that's the moral of the story. This person went outside looking for something that inspired her, and instead of allowing that inspiration to spark something within herself to find her own North Node, she stole this person's identity. She stole this person's whole work and pretended to be somebody she's not. And then she spread rumors and lies to her friends and family to get them to not like her so she could continue to be her. And then she couldn't deliver the goods because she's not divine. She makes sex tapes. She's got sex addictions, drug addictions. And she's literally the devil. So she's completely opposite of divine. Instead of just finding what she's good at and looking for her own thing to do, she stole from someone else. Okay? See you in the next one. Love you guys. Bye.